What's up, Capstone family? This is Ed Drummond coming at you from the Drummond compound here on Friday, the 14th of October, 2022. Hey, I hope you had a great week. I just wanted to put this out there to you before we enter another amazing weekend. Weather's finally getting nice out here, which is great. I am contemplating, like most of you Phoenicians are probably, do we overseed this year's grass or not based on the water? I know here in Scottsdale they're pushing for the movement of letting your lawns go brown, and it's a conversation in our house for sure because I wouldn't mind it. Let's see what happens. But hey, I wanted to connect this week on a couple of different points. It's interesting how the market's kind of shifting and continuing to go slide down that path of less demand and more supply, and the numbers and the stats of how that looks is just so interesting right now because we're moving back to that normalized market, and every week it's kind of figuring out, all right, what's this going to look like. Right now listings are getting hardly any shows, if any at all. Depends on the price point, of course, but not a lot of interest, not a lot of people out there looking. People are finding deals. Buyers are looking for deals. Buyers agents right now are throwing, interesting offers out there and seeing what sticks. And oftentimes sellers are stuck in a situation where, they're feeling like they're missing the market. So they are taking something significantly less than what they'd expect. Again, if that fits for them right now and they need to get out of the property, then it is what it is. Some interesting numbers I was looking at this week, though. So from April of this year, it's still in April, we were shooting higher than a 92% success rate of potential of a house selling in this market, which again is still kind of the frenzy market, still kind of like something you just don't see. That's that market. However, right now, I mean, look at the numbers from 92%, it's dropped to just over 60% success. So right now, 1 in 3 houses aren't going to sell if they're on the market. They're just not going to sell. That's more the normalized market that we used to be seeing out here in Phoenix. So, we just have to be ready for that. And we just have to expect that, if we're putting houses on the market, as long as interest rates are as high as they are and keeping people from really making it affordable, it might be a little more challenging for them. So in addition, when you're looking at, sorry, that just threw me off. I got some guys here that are doing some work over here. Also the mosquitoes out here. I know y'all in Phoenix have dealt with some craziness of mosquitoes this year, and it's nasty. So if you see any flying around me, let me know. Yeah, because they tend to like me. Biting up my arms and my legs. I'm gonna head inside here in a second. But again, back to that point. Look how I just detoured there. Looking at like the listing success rate, if you look at properties that are listing, you're at like 1 in 3 aren't going to sell. But then you're looking at like properties that are under contract, right? And like what is this market doing? So how many are getting under contract? In April, we were under contract for 12,000 houses. Any time we're going to be under contract, right? So many houses under contract. Now we're less than half that. So it's such a slide. The demand on the market right now was just so low compared to what it was. We just have to look at that and say, okay, what are our options? If you're going to put something on the market for sale, expect that it's going to sit. Expect that you're probably not going to get showings in the first couple of weeks, even with all the stuff we're doing. And like right now, from our standpoint, we're increasing what we're spending on marketing, and we're trying new things because since we've had to do this in the past, it's like uncharted territory. There's new technology, there's new things that we can do to get the phone to ring, there's new ways of communicating with people that are better than others, and some of which we're seeing working. The coming soon thing, we're still seeing some of that work. We had a deal go under contract this week pre-market went pending this week. That's the first time we've seen that in a while. So that's good. That's a good sign. But again, what does that really look like for the rest of the listings, the rest of the market? We'll see how that looks over the next few weeks. But again, this should be the time in the market where we're getting a lot of listings on the market. Right now, we're adding fewer to the market. It seems like people are realizing, hey, if they sell, they're losing that great interest rate, right? So you're losing the great interest rate if you're looking to buy into something else. And, where are you going to go where your payment doesn't completely change? So I think a lot of people have a lot of questions that they need to answer before making the jump into more property, or moving from one house to the next. I know Rach and I have talked about it, and we've looked at where we are and what that looks like and what our options would be and where we'd want to go. And honestly, like, there's no way I'm rocking the boat right now. There's no way I'm changing this up. I'd rather spend the money doing something here than anywhere else, because my basis is so low, because the value is just our payment, it's the cost of living in a property here versus moving just down the street to a home that's maybe just a little bit bigger. Insane, right? You all know the numbers. My mortgage payment would probably more than triple. So it's like, how the heck is that even possible? Why would we even do that? When does that make sense? So again, I know I'm kind of rambling here. I just think going into this weekend, seeing what the market's doing, we've got a ton of irons in the fire right now. A lot of stuff that's happening at Capstone, which is cool. Really defining ourselves moving into 2023, making things better. Again, improving the services. How can we be improving? If you saw behind the scenes right now, you'd go, wow, you guys have a lot of changes and a lot of stuff that's happening. It's all good. It's all good stuff. It's just for the longest time, dealing with, particular systems, particular processes, particular problems, and just now having better resources and honestly, a little more time to focus on what we need to be focusing on, which is on the business. So thanks so much for watching. Look forward to connecting again, and we'll see what we can do. Thank you.